yoga practice. I can't find my little bell. I cleaned this room and I think I lost it when I was vacuuming. So no bell today, but we'll get started. We'll start in a seated position. Just come to a comfortable seat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Just feel your belly rise and fall with each breath. On your next breath, go ahead and set an intention, a purpose, or a dedication for today's practice. And seal that intention on your heart. Okay, everyone, let's get started. We'll start in a tabletop position today. Hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Let's just take 3 down dogs to awaken our spine. Inhale, drop your belly, peek up. Exhale, dome and round. Inhale, belly drops, peek up. You can tuck your toes if you'd like. Exhale, untuck, round your spine. Take one more, drop your belly, peek up. Dome and round your spine all the way to the top. Come back to center, engage your core in your tabletop. Step 1 foot back at a time. Just take a full round of breath in a high plank. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips up and down dog. Take a breath or 2 in your dog, walking out your heels, pedaling out your knees. Inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, place it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down, lift yourself up. Right hand taps your knee, left arm reaches. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, reach up, maybe peek up. Exhale, release both hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toes, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Let's take a modified vinyasa. So come forward to your high plank. You can roll onto your toes or flip your feet and then drop your hips right into a down dog. So press into your hands and lift through your shoulders. So I don't want to see your shoulders crunching like this. I want your neck nice and long. Peek to the left, peek to the right. Gaze forward, return to your down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your left leg hip height. Squeeze it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Lift yourself up. Left hand taps your knee. Right arm reaches up. Find length. Inhale up and back. Exhale, release both hands down. Tuck toes, lift your knee. Step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. And then flip your toes or roll onto your feet. Come back to that down dog. Really engage your back body, your posterior chain. Look to the left. Look to the right. Gaze back to center. Flip toes, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold forward. Lift your shoulders to hip height and tap your shins for a flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up for a fierce or chair pose. Pull your belly in, even your low belly. Pull it in, belly to spine. Roll long. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take a breath to settle. Now let's add a twist. On your inhale, take your left arm forward, left arm back, right arm forward, excuse me. So right arm forward, left arm back. Pause in your twist. Now flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Revolve your warrior. So we're revolving our twist, staying in warrior legs. So it's a revolved warrior. Reach up or reach back. Come back to your twist and back to your high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot, find your warrior two and pause. Pull your core in, grow nice and tall. Find the beautiful familiar pose. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Taking it up and back. So it's revolved when we're twisted. It's reversed when we're just reaching up. Reverse your warrior up and back. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand is planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or reach high. Twist from your core to peek up. Release your left hand down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Drop your knees if you need to as you lower down to your low push-up. Inhale to a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Send your right leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, round your spine. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee into your chest. Come forward like you're in the high plank. Just pause. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Now peek at the front of your mat and pop your back leg up into a standing split. So left leg is lifted. Hands can frame your right foot, or you can wrap one hand behind your calf or ankle if you'd like. Try to hinge yourself forward, getting your forehead closer to your knee. Lift your left leg. Plant your left foot right next to your right foot and fold forward. Rise to your flat back. Let your spine grow long. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up for your fierce or chair. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, rise to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back, airplane arms. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Settle your hips. Reach through your fingertips. Let's add our twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, and hold. Sink into your front knee. Press your back heel back. Now pull your right fingertips back just a little bit more. Shoulders stacked over hips. Now flip your front palm. Revolve your warrior. Up and back, adding that twist. Maybe peek up at your thumb. Find that stability. Come back to your twist. Back to your high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot. Warrior two. Flip your front palm. This time reversing your warrior. Front knee is still bent and staying strong. Legs are holding us as we reach up and back. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. Right hand taps your knee, your hip, or you can reach up. Find length through your spine. Twist from your core. Release your right hand down, step back, down, dog. Full breath in, full breath out. You can take a full vinyasa with a chaturanga. You can modify, maybe taking a cobra, a locust, anything in between. You can always stay and walk out your dog. Lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, round your spine. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee forward like you're coming into the high plank, knee to chest. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Now pop your right leg up, standing split. Again, you can take a hand behind your ankle or calf. You can walk your hands up to your thigh. You can keep them framing your left foot. Lift a little higher, forehead towards the knee. Release your right foot next to your left and find your fold. Rise to your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Strong core, low hips, sweep up, fierce or chair. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. This time, reach arms straight up to come into your high crescent lunge. So really use your core and settle. Plant your back foot, warrior two. Pause for a breath. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reaching up and back. Now straighten your front leg, release the tension in your hips, and reach back even further. You can reach to grab a wrist, maybe an elbow. If you want to place your hand between your shoulder blades and grab your elbow, reach back. Come back to center, arms to a T. Bend into your front knee back to the warrior two, and let's add some dynamic movement. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two, settle. Inhale, straighten, reach up, peek up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more. Straighten, look up, lift. Come through, warrior two, and pause. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your left toes in, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Reach your arms back out. Flip palms. As you flip your palms, really lift your heart and chest. Maybe find a little back bend. Then take your palms back down towards the floor as you start to hinge forward and pull your belly into your spine. Pause when you're parallel with the floor. Find a length from the crown of your head to your tailbone and through both ring and middle fingers. Now release hands under your face or shoulders. Tip weight forward into the balls of your feet. Keep a long spine. See if you can shift a little more weight forward. Lift your hips up. Come back to center, hands right under your face, and let's add a twist. Left hand stays planted. Right arm can come out to the side or it can tap your hip. You can also reach it up. Only come as deep as you need to into the twist. So if this is okay for you, just stay here. If you'd like to take a little more, you can take a half bind. Tuck your hand right at your hip crease. You can also reach for your right calf or ankle. To get even more, you can bend into your left knee. One more breath in your twist. Slowly unravel yourself out. And then we'll take the other side. Right hand is planted, left arm comes out. Left arm can tap your hip or reach up. You can add a half bind. You can reach for your calf or ankle. You can bend into your right knee. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Unravel your twist. Release hands under shoulders. Walk your hands back up to your hips. Rise yourself up to standing, again with a long spine. And walk your feet into a 2 or 3 foot base and pivot on your heels to face forward. We're coming into a warrior 3. So reach arms up, interlace fingers, keep your pointers extended. Shift weight into your left foot and lift the heel of your right foot. So you're on the ball of your right foot. Now shift even more weight into your left foot. Pick your right leg up and hinge from your hips to come into your warrior 3. I'm a little shaky today. If you are too, that's okay. Slide your hands to heart center. Then reach arms back to airplane arms. Pull back through your fingertips. Flex your back foot. Now take a gentle bend in your left knee and tap your hands to your thigh. Step your right foot back. Release your hands. Step your left foot back. You're in your high plank. Your choice, come up to a down dog. Vinyasa flow from here. Take any variation in between. Meeting in our down dog, lift your right leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, dome and round your spine. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Send your right leg high. Then pull your right knee into your chest like we did before. Really engage that core. Send your right leg up. Release your right leg down. Back to our down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Separate your feet hip distance. And then shift forward to a high plank. We're coming into a side plank. Left hand is planted. Roll onto the edges of your feet and lift your right arm up. Now pike your hips up. Try to lift your right leg. So right leg is floating. Now pull your right knee in towards your chest if you're able. Grab your right big toe. Spin onto the ball of your left foot and take your foot forward. Land in your lunge. If you didn't quite make it, just scoot your foot forward. Totally okay. Gaze at the front of your mat. Step forward and fold. Rise to your flat back. Fold forward. Just a light bend in your knees as you reach arms out, reach arms up. Press palms to the top. Bring hands to heart center. Release arms by your sides. Full inhale. Full exhale. Let's take one dancer's pose. Left arm lifts up, right arm comes out to the side. If you have a wall near you, you can always use a wall for support. So left hand will press into the wall. Shift weight into your left foot and catch your right foot behind you. Grow tall or press into your wall and then kick back into your hand. If you're not using a wall, you can take a hinge forward. You can reach forward or maybe keep your top arm lifted. Take one more breath in your dancers. Ooh, if you fall out, that's okay. Slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Let it all go. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Lift to your flat back. Send your left foot back. Using your core, sweep arms right up to your high crescent lunge. It's a little more challenging. Plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Straighten your front leg. Reach back a little more. Feel that side body stretch. Come back to center. Bend into your right knee, and let's add dynamic movement. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale through heart center to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up, press palms. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more, straighten, reach, maybe lift. Find your warrior two and pause. Straighten your front leg. Turn your right toes in. Flip your palms back to our wide-legged forward fold. Pause for a moment. Palms down towards the floor as you pull your belly to your spine and hinge forward. Pause when you're parallel with the floor. Find the length. Release your hands down. This time you can round your spine, walking your arms underneath your body. You can take arms forward if you'd like and find a wide-legged down dog. Your choice. Tip a little weight into the balls of your feet. And then tip weight back into your heels just to feel the difference. Shift weight back to center and then shift even more weight into the balls of your feet. Lift your hips, maybe walk yourself further underneath you or forward. Come back to center, hands under shoulders. Place your hands on your hips, keeping the length of your spine and using your core, lift yourself back up. Walk your feet into that 2 or 3 foot base and pivot on your heels to face forward. Warrior 3 pose. Reach arms up, interlace fingers, pointers extend. Shift weight into your right foot and come into the ball of your left foot. Then shift even more weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg. Hinge from your hips. Bring your hands to heart center. Flex your back foot, toes down towards the floor. Now, as you reach arms back, pull your shoulder blades back. Let them roll down your back. Find a little lift in your back leg. And take a gentle bend in your right knee. Place your hands on your thigh and step back. Release hands down, you're in the lunge. Step back, you're in your high plank. Your choice, down dog, vinyasa flow. Any variation that serves you in this moment. From your dog, lift your left leg high. Curl your knees to your nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up. Then hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Send your left leg back up. Then hover your left knee into your chest like you're in that high plank. Really lift it up, pull your core in. Send your left leg high. Release it down to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Separate your feet hip distance. Shift to your high plank. Place your right hand right underneath your ear, your shoulder. Spin onto the edges of your feet and lift your left arm up. Now, if you're able, hover your left leg. You can always try to stack them first to make sure your weight is in your right foot, your right leg, and then lift your left leg. Then bring your knee into your chest. If you can grab your big toe, go ahead. Take your left foot forward, come onto the ball of your right foot, you're in your lunge. Scooch forward if you didn't quite make it, gaze at the front of your mat. Step both feet forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward. Just a light bend in your knees as you reach arms out, reach arms up, press palms. Bring hands to heart center, arms by your side. Full breath in, full breath out. Dancer's pose, take your right arm up. Again, you can always come into the wall. Take your left arm out to the side. Catch your left foot behind you. Grow tall. When you're ready, start to kick into your hand. Let that kick be what lifts you. Kick back into your hand and lift your heart and chest slightly. Take one more breath in your dancers. Slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take that back stroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Separate your feet the width of your mat. Finding a yogi squat or a malasana, bring your hands to heart center. Trek your knees out over your toes and sink your hips. Elbows catch inside your knees. Press your palms and lift your heart and chest. Grow a little taller. Your choice. You have a couple breaths to play here. So you can come into an arm balance, a crow or a crane. If you have an inversion in your practice, a headstand or handstand, feel free to take one here. You can always stay in the yogi squat, We'll eventually end up in our down dog, so you can always make your way there early. You can use a block to support your face and crow, or to pick your feet up onto so that you have a little bit of height, if you'd like to try. Take one more breath wherever you are. When you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself back to the down dog. No hurry, especially if you're upside down, there's no rush. You can always meet us there. From your dog, you can take a vinyasa if you feel like you need one to smooth things out. You can stay and walk it out. You can just find a nice strong dog, heels towards the floor, upper body through your arms. From your dog, shift to a high plank. Drop your knees or slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Gaze to the right and prepare for some belly back bends or prone back bends. So again, we're focusing on our posterior chain, our back body for the month of April. Prone back bends or belly back bends are a great way to engage the back of your body. Forehead comes to center. Arms by your sides, goalpost arms. We're taking a rolling cobra. So come onto your fingertips and lift your palms up. So fingertips pressing down, palms up. Now just gently lift your elbows. Press the tops of your feet down so your knees lift up. Your forehead is centered. On your inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Press into your fingertips. Exhale, roll yourself down, forehead taps. Inhale, roll up, press into fingers. Exhale down, forehead taps. Take one more, roll yourself up. Just gaze at the front of your mat, maybe slightly in front of it. Roll yourself down. Gaze to the left, bring your arms by your sides. Bring your forehead back to center. Keep your arms by your sides for our full locust. Back to our spider tip fingers, palms are lifted, but our arms are airplane arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest. Float thumbs up towards the ceiling. Now lift your legs. As you lift your legs, don't lose the height in your heart and chest. Keep lifting up. See if you can lift from both ends just a little higher. Ground down through your hips. Release everything down. Gaze to the right. Bring your forehead back to center. Let's take a skydiver's pose. So bring your arms back to goal pose. This time palms are facing down, so no spiders and fingers. Forehead is still centered. Lift your legs up so that your knees are down, and then separate your knees about hip distance and press your heels together. Now lift from your heart and chest and lift your arms. Ground your hips down and lift your legs. So really squeeze those heels together. Try to get that bottom part of your thigh up off your mat. Now squeeze your glutes. Maybe pull your elbows back slightly. Engage your upper back. Lift up. Release everything down. Gaze to the left. You can keep your knees bent and take a nice windshield wiper side to side. Release your legs down. Bring your forehead back to center. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes and press yourself right up to your high plank. You can always come through tabletop if you need to. Now lift your hips, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Send your right leg high. Fan open your hip by taking your toes over to the left. So knee is bent, toes to the left. Now square your right shoulder forward. So as soon as you lift your leg up, your shoulder's going to want to come up. Try to keep your shoulders squared. You can flex your foot, roll out your ankle. Bring your right leg back to center and then place it through to a lunge. We're coming into our pigeon, so drop your left knee down. Walk your right foot across your mat. Walk your left toes back, come onto your hands. You can always come into a 90-90 sit, so if pigeon isn't quite for you, you can stack your knee, not stack, but take your knee and your heel in line, your knee and your hip in line with your heel right behind your knee, 90-90 sit, and just stay here. If you are able to do the pigeon and you're ready, go ahead and release yourself down to the mat. You can come onto forearms, you can come onto a block. Just feel your breath moving through you. Let your mind rest for a few breaths, a few moments. There's nothing to do here but relax into your mat and breathe. Take one more full round of breath. Walk yourself back up into your hands. Find a little lift in your heart and chest, like we did in our up dog in the beginning. Press into hands, roll shoulders back, lift. Tuck your left toes behind you. Send your right leg high. Release your right leg to the mat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Bend your knee, fan open your hip, toes over to the left. Keep your left shoulder squared forward. Left leg comes back to center and high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Walk your left leg across. Again, you can come into the 90-90 sit. You can come all the way down into your pigeon pose. Take one more breath in your pigeon. Soften through your body. Start to lift yourself back up into your hands. Find that lift in your heart and chest. Tuck your right toes behind you. Send your left leg high. Release it to the mat. Take a slow pedal of your heels, a slow pedal of your knees. Come back to your dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and then lay back on your mat. As you roll your upper body down, pull your right knee into your chest and send your left leg long. Feet are flexed to toes up towards the ceiling. You can hover your left heel an inch, or you can release it down to your mat. Give your right knee a squeeze. And take your knee to 90. Tap the outside of your right knee with your left hand and take it across your body. You might need to slide your hips just slightly over so that they're stacked. Let your knee fall to the ground. Take your right arm out and gaze past your right fingertips. Take one more breath in your twist. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your right knee back to center, back to 90. Take your right heel high and just slowly lengthen and lower it all the way down to your mat. When it hits, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take your toes back up towards the ceiling and pull your left knee in, single knee to chest. Give yourself that nice squeeze. Give your left knee a squeeze. Take your left knee to 90. And take it across your body. Move your hips over slightly if you need to stack them. Take your left arm long, gaze past your left fingertips. Take one more breath. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your left knee back to center. Take your left heel high. Slowly lengthen and lower all the way down to your mat. Pull your knees together for a double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. You can take a little rock side to side. Maybe make circles with your low back. If you'd like, you can take a happy baby, feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing the outside edges of your feet. If you took happy baby, come back to the double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Release your feet to the floor and then send your legs long. Let your feet fall out, palms face up. Lift your shoulders up off your mat, your shoulder blades, and then pull them back and down so that there's no tension in your face, neck, or shoulders. Close your eyes and enjoy your final resting pose. As usual, I'm going to mute myself, but I will come back to take you out. So enjoy. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing that light awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude and thank yourself for making it to your mat this Monday afternoon. Reach your right arm back. Roll onto your right side using your arm for support. Falling into a position of new beginnings, of rebirth. Recall your intention, purpose, or dedication from the beginning of your practice. Have the option to set a new one right here to take you through the rest of your Monday or into the rest of your week. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin, glance down at your fingertips, or you can keep eyes closed. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let the breath go. Let's bow together and recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful Monday practice. Good to see you. Next week is our last